place, man.
Better break out the McGuire's. I better break out the McGuire's.
We ain't got no damn time for McGuire's today, man. Your McGuire's will be tonight.
We got a beautiful overlook here. Look at the miles and miles of... Whoops, not in gear. Miles and miles of mountains and nothing but trees. So we probably got at least a couple hours left to cover before we get to Front Royal. Not sure what Rick's pointing at up there. Oh, I guess it's the fog down there in the valley. Man, it's thick. Rick is an avid deer hunter, and he's not just a trophy hunter, he likes his venison. And I've tried venison a couple of times, and it was a little gamey the 2 times I did try it. So I really had gotten turned off to venison. And he asked me if I liked it. I said no. And he goes, well, you haven't had mine. So today, he brought a big Tupperware container full of his special recipe venison. He said, I want you to try this. Tell me if you don't like this. So I gave it a whirl, and I gotta say, Rick, that's some hellish good venison. I probably wouldn't make a diet of it. I wouldn't go out of my way to, ooh, what's that? Wouldn't go out of my way to order it in a restaurant, but it was pretty damn tasty. If I didn't know it was venison, man, it was really good. Well, at least with the GoPro mounted up on the windshield, whoa, I can see the red light beeping, which tells me it's still videoing. Unlike when it's mounted on my chin bar, I can't even see it, so I know we're getting some video here. You experienced video vloggers, I guess you're comfortable enough with your electronics that you know when you're filming and you know when you're not. But this GoPro is so touchy and goofy menus and stuff. I actually kind of like it up here on the dash. We got behind a gold wing on our way to the Skyline Drive this morning. He was on his way to West Virginia, so we rode with him for maybe 10 miles. I fueled up in Richmond this morning at my local 7-Eleven. I thought the tank was full, and you don't want to overfill this bike's gas tank, because if you do, it's going to pour out of the tank and down the tubes on the ground. So I tried never to to fill it all the way to the neck. And in the shade of the overhead roof at the 7-Eleven, I could not tell that my tank was completely full, and it wasn't, although I thought it was. And we got about halfway here, and I only had a couple bars on my gas gauge. And I was freaking out because I thought my practically brand new Honda was already messing up on me, and I was having visions of $1,500 electronics replacements in the dash. But luckily it was just my eyes playing tricks on me, and now I got a full tank and it's showing full. Oh my God. I hope the GoPro's catching all this over to the right. It's just magnificent. Oh, it's a nice ride today. It's nice and cool. Like I said, I was a little bit chilly earlier, but now it's just perfect. You know, I really don't mind cruising at this speed. I know Rick's itching to go a little faster. But to me, it just allows you to see more while you're riding. You can take it all in with your eyes. It's just a little more relaxed. You don't have to brake when you hit a tight turn. I think I'm different from most riders. Most guys like to just take their roads as fast as their bikes will let them. I'm a little more conservative. I don't like to take risks. I don't want speeding tickets. And of course on Skyline Drive, you never know what kind of wildlife is going to jump out in front of you. Especially now as we're getting into rut. It's probably not quite rut yet, but as I was saying earlier, once that rut season hits, those bucks will be chasing those does all over this park. And they will run right out in front of you. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon right now. Probably get dark around 6:37. So we'll have just look at that mountain up there. We'll have just enough time. Maybe this truck's going to pull off, let us go by. There you go. We'll have just enough time to get to our hotels before it gets dark, and won't have to worry about the deer coming out at dusk. Yeah, I knew Rick was waiting. He's on the move now. We're in a 25 mile an hour zone. He's pulling 50, almost 55. And I'm just messing with you, Rick. Oh, look at that mountain.